Hi, we are live in the Kellen Winslow case. There is another witness on the stand. Summer Foster's redirect was very short about one question. That was the daughter of alleged victim number one. I'd like to bring my guest, Jean Rossi, in just for a moment before we get to the new witness on the stand, whose name will be Elizabeth Winters. But Jean, the last area that the daughter spoke about with the defense attorney, actually on cross-examination, which I thought was very well done, considering you have to be very delicate with a family member, was the area that the mother supposedly was going for STD testing. Now, if she went to Planned Parenthood for STD testing, I have several questions with that. Can the government, can the defense attorneys get those records, and can she be cross-examined, and can the victim's credibility be cross-examined or examined or attacked on the basis of what she showed or said or discussed with anyone who did the STD testing? And if she didn't go for STD testing, how does that help or hurt the prosecution?
Okay, first off, HIPAA, the statute that protects medical records, that would be vitiated or trumped, if you will, by a court subpoena. So that's number one. They could get the records. The records, Linda, could be very helpful for both sides. If she made statements to the Planned Parenthood or the individuals that perform the testing, if she made statements that are consistent with her testimony and the allegation, that helps the government. But if there are omissions, if she pointed the finger at somebody other than Kellen Winslow, obviously that would help the defense.
Wow, Jean, there's so much in this case, so much to talk about. I know you're going to have to leave us for a little bit, but we do have another witness on the stand. Let's go into the courtroom in the Kellen Winslow case and let's listen. Okay, so that was a short witness. What she testified to was on June 14th, there was a vehicle, a Hummer, parked in her neighborhood, and she noticed it. She didn't call the police because it didn't seem to be doing anything illegal. We know it's not dealing with alleged victim number one. We know it's not dealing with alleged victim number three because that was on a bicycle. Number four is an old party, and we know it's not dealing with the hot tub. So we assume by process of elimination that June 14th, even if we didn't know, was for alleged victim number two. I'm not sure whether this advanced the prosecution case or not, but remember, you have building blocks when you're doing a case like this. Let's see what's happening in the courtroom next. Oh my goodness, I'm being told that Jane Doe number four, alleged victim number four, this is the woman who was very young at the time the assaults occurred. She was 17. When defendant was 19, she was at a party. She was drinking. She says that later on, a couple weeks later, at another party, she was on the bed and she was being raped. That's from the preliminary hearings and from the discovery we know about. But she will be the most interesting witness, and I'm sure there's going to be some absolute fireworks in this cross-examination. Let's see. There's still, I'm told there's still not ready. Jean, let me bring you in on this. Now, It seems to me that the government has really helped here by trying all these cases together, because we can see how, number one, if this was alleged victim number one, if this was a separate trial, there would be reasons that a jury could find not guilty. And number four, victim number four, she was 17 and she waited to report this. But when you put them all together, this becomes, it looks like we have sex pervert number one actually sitting in the seat on trial, doesn't it?
Yes, it's the classic where there's smoke, there's fire. And that's the thing that defense attorneys are always afraid of when you have 404B, other crimes evidence, or you have an indictment with multiple charges. I call them spaghetti indictments. You throw it against the wall and you hope one sticks. That could be happening here because count one, that doesn't look very strong right now.
Yeah, and the reason why is because I think that actually the daughter, if you take it in the classic way, that if this were an immediate report and the government knew about it and had it in discovery, I think that would have helped the government. But the way it was presented, it sounded as if it could have been made up because there wasn't anything special that was offered. If anything, there was some issues that came under attack that she saw the trial on a television, and that because she saw her mother being attacked, she wanted to help her mom. Correct?
Yes.
Okay, Jean, we have to go. We have to go to court right now. She's going to be on the stand, so we'll be back to you after this happens. Those are the hands of alleged victim number 4, who said she was raped when she was 17 years old by Kellen Winslow II. We have to take a hard break. Stay with us. Come back to the Law and Crime Network, where we're covering the Kellen Winslow case gavel to gavel.